Hello and welcome, my name is Charlotte and I am the High Heel Stitcher here on Flosstube and on Instagram. I hope you are all well and keeping safe. So let's get straight into it. My last Flosstube was a few weeks ago, 19th of July. There's been a lot that's happened since then in both stitching and personal life. I'm going to try get through this without crying. I was hoping to come back a couple of weeks ago and do a review of the big stitch that me and Natalie, Love It, Live It, Make It Yours, attended back at the end of July, but the last few weeks have been absolutely hectic, so I haven't been able to get the time to film. So I'm just going to do a quick review of the big stitch probably at the end of this video. So if that's what you're interested in, skip to the end. If you want to see update and then the big stitch, then you can stick around for that. So let's do the normal whip update, Flosstube update. The haul is probably like 95% the big stitch, so I will do that in the normal haul session. I probably won't go into much in the life update, and then it will be the big stitch. I know that I said in my previous video that I would be doing a giveaway in this one because I have reached the 400. Unfortunately, because life has just been absolutely hectic, I am not going to do one in this video. I will make sure that I do it in the next one, which hopefully won't be in a month's time. It will be 2 to 3 weeks, hopefully. So without further waffling on, let's get into the stitching. So let's start off with the finishes. I had 2 finishes. One of them I have with me and the other one was a mini for the exchange at the big stitch, so I will put in a picture and a small video of that. It was summer, the theme was summer, so I made this adorable, I personally think it's adorable, little stitched cushion, little beach scene, and underneath I put the big stitch July 2024 and added a couple of little charms on either side. So I really like how this turned out. One of the corners on the trim didn't quite turn out the way I liked it, but I don't think it was too bad. I really hope my recipient liked it. So that was my first finish. It's stitched on 16 count Going Fishing by KLT Charting. The word summer in the middle was a KLT Charting thread. I believe it's Sahara Sunrise, and then the water was also a KLT Charting thread, and that was a double denim. I wanted to use a variegated floss for the sea instead of the charted threads. So that was my first finish, and then my second finish is my Kaleidoscope Cat by KLT Charting. So absolutely love how this one has turned out. This one was started on the 23rd of May 2022 and I finished it on the 1st of August 2024. It needed 2,625 stitches to get finished. I wanted it finished by the end of July, didn't quite complete that, but I managed to get it done on the 1st of August, so one day later than I would have liked, but it's still, love how that's come out. I don't know what I'm going to do with this one. It was originally going to be a Christmas gift for a work colleague, but she's now left, so I'm not going to give it to her. This is stitched on just 16 count white Ada. If you have been here for a while, you will have know that I absolutely hated this fabric when I first started stitching on it. It was really stiff and it was horrible to stitch on, so I did boil it in a saucepan with some fabric softener. I think I probably used a little bit too much, but it turned out really soft. So this is now really soft, and it was, after that, really nice to stitch on. I wasn't that worried about if I'd accidentally ruined it. It wouldn't have worried about finishing it. I probably just would have thrown it away, so I wasn't that fussed if it did accidentally get ruined. But it turned out really well, and the reds didn't run, so I'm really happy with that, because I have had in the past DMC reds running. So yes, absolutely love how this turned out. I do love the kaleidoscope charts that Kim does. They're really easy to stitch up, and I just love how they look. So yes, that is that one. They are my only two finishes. I did have a new start, which also comes under haul. So this I got at the Big Stitch. It was an unplanned start, but so I was going to start the Modern Folk Embroidery exclusive chart that Jacob did, but when I collected it on the Saturday at the Big Stitch, and then took all my haul back to the hotel and went, yep, that's fine, and then no, it's in the hotel room, and then I forgot to bring it back with me on the Sunday, because I brought got the chart, I then brought fabric and floss from the vendors at the Big Stitch, and I was planning to start on the Sunday with Nat, but I left it in the hotel room, so I wasn't able to start it, and I was really gutted because I really wanted a new start on the Sunday. So because I'd left all my stash purchases back at the hotel, I needed to then buy something to start on the Sunday, and I was planning on something small, but then this caught my eye and I just couldn't say no, and then I was umming and ahhing, and I'm very much, if you're not sure, then maybe it's best not to get it. But then I showed Nat and I said, now I'm really tempted with this, and she was like, buy it. So I did, and yeah, so it is called A Fierce Beauty. Art is by MJP and it's by Pain Free Craft, and oh, that's a, let me see if I can get the, oh, I mean, just look at how stunning that is. If I had seen that on the Saturday, then I wouldn't have brought what I bought on the Saturday. But yeah, just, oh, he's just stunning. Absolutely, I fell in love with him. And I was umming and ahhing, and yeah, Nat, I blame Nat. She knows I blame Nat. So yes, I did that. I did that on the Saturday, and this is all I managed to do. So up there is 191 stitches, and I got the matching needle minder. So this is 20 count Ada Magic Guide easy count, and it's stitched 2 over 1, and it is full cross. So yes, I am in love with this, absolutely in love with this. I would have liked to have done a bit more stitching, but I didn't take my Lowry because I wasn't sure about the setup, and my shoulder started to ache, and I've had problems with my shoulder. A few years ago I accidentally fell up the stairs and I did some ligament damage. I was in a sling for 6 weeks, and every so often my shoulders does start to ache, and that, so I know that when it starts to do that, I know that I need to stop and relax. So yes, I only managed 191 stitches. I would have liked more, but I wasn't going to push myself. So that is my only new start that I have had, and my 2 finishes. Let's move on to what other things I have been working on. I have been working on 3 other things. So the first one is Middle Earth map. I forgot my picture, so I'll just put it up here and I will show you where I was last time, and then this is where we are now. So I've done, that's my husband sneezing downstairs, I apologise if you can hear that. So I have decided that instead of going across, stop rushing. I have decided to go down, and I'm doing 2 pages. So when I finish this page, I will move on and do these 2. So I have moved down here. This is, I think the bottom of page 2 is about there. And this got 1,764 stitches, so I've done another column. I absolutely love this. This is stitch 28 count, 1/1 full cross. And I think this is like the easy count. So yes, there's a lot of browns in this, but I absolutely love it. I don't know if it was before my last video or after my last video, but I have realised that I have made a boo-boo with my fabric, and the fabric is the wrong orientation. So I have like 3.5 inches on this side, and I think I've only got like 1.5 inches on this side, so it will fit, but it's just going to be really tight on this inch, and I really don't like stitching with that little amount of border. So when I do get further over here and I do need to stitch, I am going to blanket stitch the edge of the fabric and then stitch on some waste fabric so that I can fit it in my Q-snap comfortably. I did speak with Robert and Zarina when at the Big Stitch and did explain my boo-boo and asked if it was still possible for them to frame it with only 1.5 inches on one side, and she said yep, that's not a problem. They can work with that. So that put my mind at ease, because I really didn't want to restart this, but I would have if I needed to. So yes, really happy with how that's coming along. I won't get my 33,000 that I wanted to get done this year, but I'm happy with that. I am making a lot of progress on it that I haven't had for a while, so yes. And then the last project that I have been working on is my In This Clan. It's a KLT charting chart, an adaptation of her In This House We Do Supernatural. This got 1,424 stitches, and this is where we are now. So everything down here is finished. I just have a little bit more of this grey to go and finish In This Clan, and then the SA from Saving, and then it will be done. I only have 951 stitches left of this project, and this will be done. So I'm hoping to get about 700 stitches done on Sunday, and then the last 200-ish stitches will be done on the 20th of October. So yes, absolutely love this chart, and it's coming along really nicely. it will be nice to get it finished, and I would like to get it fully finished quite quickly and have it up, but I say that about quite a lot of my projects and then they sit in a box, that box, for a very long time, unless it gets ironed, and then if it gets ironed it goes up on that hanger behind the door. So that had 1,424 stitches. It is stitched on an 18 count Ada by KLT Charting called Kerry's Eye. It's stitched with DMC 699, which is the green, and 415 is the grey. The lovely Lizzie Fisher came to my rescue and sent me some 415 that she had in her stash, because the 415 that I had was not the same colour dye lot. So yes, I was panicking a little bit because it was very noticeable, but I frogged that out and restitched it with the little bit that I had left, and I'm now finished that skein and I'm on to the floss that Lizzie sent me. So it's a perfect match, can't tell any difference. So I am so thankful, and I did actually meet Lizzie at Big Stitch and I was able to thank her in person. So yes, very glad to have met her, and she was my saviour. So the last project I worked on is my Deadly Aquarium Sow. This is not an up-to-date picture, this is just the frame. So I have finished the frame and I have now moved on, and I've finished the first exhibit, which was the eel, and that was my goal for August, was to finish exhibit 1. So I have now done that, and so this is going away for a little bit, and this is where we are. There we go. Absolutely love this. I know quite a lot of people are stitching this at the moment, and I am loving seeing everybody's progress. So that's what I stitched. Oh, you would have thought that I've been doing Flosstube for years, I would know what I'm doing, but apparently not. There we go. So I have finished the eel, the diver's helmet and the little skull, and I had some floss colour that went up there, so that's exhibit 2, which was the reeds, and a little bit there, which is the coral, which is exhibit 3. So yes, still absolutely love my seagulls. I love how this is turning out. I think there's only about 2 or 3 exhibits left until the full chart has been released. So I'm not sure what I will do then, whether or not I will then just upload the full chart into Pattern Keeper and just do what I want, or whether or not I should do it in the order it was released. So exhibit 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm not sure. So this is kept in my project bag that I got from the Bella retreat this year. The lovely Susie made it. Little bunnies. So, this. And that is all I have worked on. So I've managed quite a few stitches, which I'm really happy with, considering life has been hectic. So yeah, right, plans, and then we will get on to the massive haul and Big Stitch. Plans. I will be finishing in this clan in the next couple of weeks. It will be finished on the 20th of August, which is 1 week from today. It will be finished. I could probably get the 951 done in a couple of days, but there is a reason we are finishing it. I think there's 3 of us that are planning to finish these charts on the 20th of August. So it will be nice for all of us to finish. Instead of a sow stitch along, it's a fowl finish along. So apart from that, I don't know if I have anything new that I want to start. I do, but I'm debating starting them. I would like to get another finish in before my birthday, when I start my 33 while I'm 33, because I am going to obviously have 33 new starts in the following year, which is going to be a lot of new starts. So it's whether or not I want to have more new starts before or leave them and use them as my free new starts next year. So we shall wait and see how I feel about that. Apart from that, absolutely no plans. No plans. I am hoping to do a Flosstube extra in the next few weeks for my 33 while 33, because all of those in that box there are what I want to start. So I am planning to go through that at some point and show you all. It's not 50, I think it's 46 or 47 projects in there. So obviously I won't be starting all of them, but I have a spinner and I will be spinning for the new starts. So okay, I will do a life update and I will try not to cry. So today is currently Tuesday the 13th of August. Last Thursday on the 9th of August, the husband's sneezing again, sorry. If you saw on Instagram you will know, but we lost my beautiful Lexi. She had to be put down. They found cancer in her mouth, so she'd been off her food for a while. So we took her into the vets and they said, oh, it looks like she has an infection, so we'll clean out her mouth. She needs a scale and clean, so we'll do that, and then it should be fine. But when they put her under, they found a lump and it was too far gone, especially in the mouth. So we had to make the difficult decision to put her down, and it's heartbreaking. But she's gone. I'm not gonna cry. So we're just taking each day as it comes, but we're heartbroken. Anyway, let's get into haul and show you what I spent. So oh no, before that I want to show you, we did table gifts Some of us did table gifts at the Big Stitch, and I did little needle books, and so I made, I think it was 10 in total. I kept 2 and I gave the rest out to my table mates. I will put a picture in here, and then these are the ones that I kept. So obviously Lion King, and Hi, of course. So they're a little bit dodgy with the stitching, but I think they turned out quite well. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. Oh god, I've so much of my makeup. Yes, anyway. Sorry, bear with. Yes. So I will show you the little bit that wasn't the Big Stitch, and then we will go into the Big Stitch, because there is a lot of Big Stitch. I know some of you don't like haul, so if you are leaving me now, then thank you very much for watching. If you're skipping this to the Big Stitch, then I will see you in a minute. If not, then stick around, see what I've brought. If I am losing you, then I hope you are enjoyed what you see, and hopefully I will see you next time. Okay, so haul. I bought this monthly planner. It's a 3-year monthly planner. I've seen loads of people with these, with the book of days and things like that, and I have Stitch Pal, which I use, but I've been thinking more and more that yes, I want a physical book. So I think it was Stitchy Sally said that she got like a 4 or 5 year one on Amazon, so I had a look up there and I found this 3-year one, so I bought that. Yes, it's flowery. I'm not really flowery, but I thought it was quite nice. It was only, I think, like £8. So I did go back to the start of the year and I have filled it out. So my February was atrocious. So the green highlights are my finishes and the yellow ones are my new starts. As you can see, February was atrocious. Work was very busy still in February, so yeah. And then this was my July. I haven't got any stickers yet to put, well, I have some stickers, but I haven't put them in yet. So that is when I finished the summer and I added the charms and I FFO'd it, and then that was at Big Stitch when I started my Fierce Beauty. And then on my notes page is where I put all the details of the projects that I worked on that month. So the date that I started, if I finished it, total stitches that I did in the month, total stitches, oh no, the stitches that I did in the month, total stitches to date, and I have started in this month putting the percentages. So with Kaleidoscope Cat, because I finished it, it was 803 stitches to finish, and it went from 84.9% to 100%, and it had 1 day. So yes, I have put and filled in the Deadly Aquarium sale, because I'm not planning to get that one back out in July, so that had 2 days. And then at the bottom, so if we go back to July, at the bottom of the page I am doing like just a little summary. So coming into July I had 15 projects. I finished, no, I had 1 new start, 1 finish, I did ditch 1, and carry forward is 14. So the one that I ditched was That's It Shire. It's just not calling to me. It's only 200 stitches that I've done. It was a quick spur at the moment. I absolutely love the chart. It's just not calling to me, and I do want to sometime soon restart it on a hand-dyed fabric or hand-dyed thread. So I haven't decided which, because at the moment it's just on 20 count white Ada, which I'm happy with the fabric, I think. So I am more inclined to do a hand-dyed thread rather than the DMC thread that I've got at the moment. So that was one of my purchases I'm really happy with. Let's see if I can keep up to date with it. I managed to get it up to date, apart from yesterday. So that. My next purchase is this Jason Friday the 13th 4 pocket bag from the lovely Canny Little Stitch, which I've just dropped the business card of, but I saw this and absolutely fell in love. I'm not a horror person, but Daryl used to have a game that he played on the PlayStation called Friday the 13th, where he played as Jason or he played as his victims, and he was running around, and I absolutely loved that game and watching him play it. So when I saw this, I was just like, yes, I need that. And just look at the sparkly Ada sparkly vinyl. I absolutely love that. So that is from Canny Little Fox. And yes, I dropped, one second. Oh, everything is going to shit. Yes, there is her business card, Canny Little Fox. I love her project bags, they're really well made. So, yes. I'm going to stick that in there so I don't forget it. Then my other project bag that I purchased is this beautiful dragon project bag. It's 14 by 14, so it will fit an 11 by 11 Q-snap in, which is my go-to Q-snap. Just look at that, those scales. It is vinyl. And I got it from the lovely Jen at Idris Studios. That's not focusing. And she also threw in, because she is lovely, a tea bag and some stickers. So these are potentially going to go on either my new water bottle or my planner that I've just showed you. So yes, absolutely love stickers, obsessed with stickers. But I'm a hoarder and generally I don't use them, but I'm going to try and make sure that I do use them. So yes, I was the first person to buy a project bag from Jen, and I would highly recommend checking her out because her project bags are absolutely stunning, and I've been dying to use this, but I wanted to show you all first. So yes. I love the green, I love the dragon, just perfect. Next thing is sort of Stitchy related, it's not ish. So I brought, this came in a pack of 2, I brought a clump. So I was unsure if I wanted to take my Lowry to the Big Stitch. I didn't in the end, but when I was there I saw a lovely lady on another table have a clamp with her Lowry arm in, and I thought that was genius because the Lowry table clamp, I can guarantee it's probably worth the money that it is, because I think it's like £90. I would pay that. I honestly would pay that if money was not so tight at the moment with vet bills and the fact that my oven broke in the last couple of days, and we've had to go buy a new one, and it's just, yes. But I thought I would give this a go. It came in a pack of 2 for £8, and for just a day somewhere stitching, I think that would probably be perfect. So that should, I haven't tried this out, so I'm probably talking out my arse at the moment. This should fit the silver grey and any of the coloured Lowry stands arm in here, but it won't fit the sterling silver, apparently, because that one's a bit chunkier. So I'm going to give this a go on my desk up here to see if it will work, and if it doesn't, it's only £8 that I've spent, and if it does work, then it's probably going to be worth when we do the Stitchy days out. If not, I will be more than happy to spend the money on getting a proper Lowry clamper, table clamper. But we'll give that a go, and I will let you know if it was worth it. Right. Haul. Big Stitch haul. I've got 2 bags full, canvas bags full. So some of these are freebies, some of these are the exclusive charts that I brought before the Big Stitch, and then others is what I purchased at the Big Stitch. So we go with, oh, so this was actually a freebie by Beth Be More Creative. She came around and gave us all one of these. There's the lovely Beth. So I think she said this is going to be an exclusive for the people at the Big Stitch for about a year, and then she will release it as her monthly freebie next year. So there's that. If you check out her channel, she has finished it like this, and I think she's got a second finish of this, and I think it's just lovely, absolutely lovely. I've shown you the my new start purchase. Then we had brought from Stitch Mania Stash. This is just a little pouch. I couldn't resist the Rendale fabric, and it just opens up into a pouch for your like orts and that. So really cute, and it folds down quite flat. So there's that. Also one of these, and I am a bobbin person. I have tried all the other ways, but I always go back to the bobbins, and she had these bobbin holders, and these have a little pouch at the bottom for like your scissors and that, so they hold quite a few bobbins, which I am excited. And this cute strawberry pattern. Then again from Stitch Mania Stash was this giraffe vinyl front with the little ort catcher. And then blood splatter. I mean, how amazing is that? And then on the back is like a haunted house. But I just love this backing fabric. So, yeah, really excited. That. And I think she said this glows in the dark. The white glows in the dark. I've not tested that out. My main purpose that I was saving for the Big Stitch was project bags. I knew that I wanted to go there for project bags, so that's just some sweets. Oh, on the table there were these little cake stands, and in the top were little sweets, like hard-boiled sweets. Then the middle tray was like beads and buttons and charms, and then the bottom was like biscuits. So I grabbed, we were one of the last to leave, me and Nat, so everyone had gone from our table, so I just emptied. Everybody had taken their fill, it was just me and Nat left, so I just emptied what was left out of ours. So most of them are buttons, but I did get a few charms in there as well, which I thought that was a really nice touch. So I ended up with 2 of these canvas bags from Pain Free Crafts because I did buy 2 full kits from her. So the first I have shown, and the second, if I'd seen the dragon on the Saturday, then I wouldn't have got this, but I didn't, so I ended up getting both. So the second one is called Belle the Highland Cow, and look at how adorable she is. This is 18 count Ada, which is my preferred fabric. So, and again, yeah, it is full kit. So, yes. Then what have we got? Oh, that's not stash. That is, so Nat did table gifts as well, and she made us each a scissor fob. So this was my scissor fob that she made me, and she also made me some ring bling. And there was a couple of stickers again in there. So yeah, love that. And that says 2024. So, love that. So I did manage to get some scissors, so that will go on a pair. Then Talking Dog Stitcher, Rachel Talking Dog Stitcher, she was there on the Saturday, bringing her shop, and she had a few Turtle Bay Stitches bags. So this was one of them, and it has flamingos and toucans on the back. And Nat saw this, and there was 2 of these, so I got one for me and one for Nat. Adorable dragon, and apparently this glows in the dark as well. So and then the other thing that I got from Rachel Talking Dog was Jurassic Park. So I just love that. Dinosaurs and coffee. I wish I was a little bit more organised, but I am not. That's just an empty bag, so I don't know what that's doing there. We got a little goodie bag, and there was some different items in there. So there was a little booklet for the Wonderfill. The Old Barn Stitching Co. We got a little freebie from Liz Matthews, so I'm not going to show that. We got a little freebie from Mama Loves You GB. Again, can't show you that. What else did we get? So this was also in the goodie bag. It is the Old Barn Stitch & Co. Sunflower Garden. There was a couple of freebies from Star Parade who were there, so we got a funky little tulip paper clip, I think, chart clip. I saw people, I didn't realise that we had this until after the Big Stitch, and I was watching the Big Stitch videos, and they were like, we got one of these. I was like, oh, I didn't see that. Oh, I've ended up with 2 the Beth charts. I know there's rubbish. There's a lot of rubbish. I was not prepared. We got one of these tins that you could then buy separately if you wanted to. So I've got that, and I've got the deal. One of these will be in the giveaway at some point. There should have been. This was on the table. It's called Home for Christmas, the marking sampler. Really cute. Then we've got the Big Stitch 2024 or Botanical Pinky. It comes with everything you need. So chart, threads. I think that is silk. I think. I may be wrong. Yes. This Hendrix Gin notebook, which has both lined and plain paper. I think that was all the freebies. I may have come across a couple of others. So the exclusive charts that I got, there was quite a few, but I only picked 2. It's the Witchy Stitcher, which is and then this was the one that I was supposed to start on the Sunday but completely forgot it. It is the Modern Folk Embroidery Big Stitch Big Tree. Purchases again. I saw this and I kept going back to it, and it's The Old Winter by the Primitive Hare. I saw this stitched up and I just fell in love with it, and I kept walking past her store and was like, yeah, no, I need that. I need that. So I got that, and I also got the fabric that it comes on, stitches on. It's a 30 count linen. So first time stitching on 30 count linen. It is a printed fabric. So next I got, so Sarah Pain Free had some sparklies fabric, so I brought this burnt umber. Because I can't decide. I brought burnt umber and then I brought rainforest. And I wasn't sure what one I wanted to do for the Modern Folk Embroidery. So I was thinking maybe doing the green and doing the red thread, but then I was thinking maybe that looks a bit too much Christmas. So I thought maybe I'll do the neutral with the red, but then will the red show up on them? See, these are the questions. So I've got those 2 pieces of fabric. This was another Stitch Mania stash. This is another bobbin. folder. And Andrea, who was one of the co-organisers, her and her mum had a little store with project bags that she was selling, and I just fell in love with this little mini one with the reindeers and Christmas and the sparkly vinyl. So I couldn't resist that. Oh, we, again as a freebie, we got some Wonderfill. Got the blue and some more Wonderfill green. I brought some John James needles to try. Scissors. I brought 2 pairs of scissors. So that, and then these ones I bought from Romney's Creations. So a little hexagonal. And then this is the thread that I bought for the Modern Folk embroidery chart that I want to do. So that thread. For this chat. I just need to decide if I'm doing it on the brown or the green. Pink pen. Then I think the only thing left was, I'll show you that in a minute, my exchange that I received. So again, I know I talked about the exchange. My exchange showed that earlier. So this is what I got in my exchange, and it's this Bring Me Sunshine glasses case with a gel pair of glasses like that. So loved that, and it came with a little camper van charm on there. She also included a camper van car air freshener, some tea bags, a thread organizer, some bobbins, and some really funky scissors. I mean, look at them. I was like, oh, what are they? And then pull it out and they turn into scissors. So, quite funky if you're traveling. And they just slide back in. So yeah, I thought they were quite funky. She also included some stickers, some ribbon, and some beautiful thread. So different brands of thread. So we've got some Forbidden Fibre Co. Some more Forbidden Fibre Co. Two Jodery Designs. Some Live and Die LA. And then some House of Embroidery. So I got absolutely spoiled in my exchange. I do feel like I didn't put as much in mine. I did throw some extra bits in, not just the cushion, but I got absolutely spoiled on mine, and I'm so grateful. So that, I thought there was one other thing, but I possibly, no, I know what it is. it's this. It's this. The Modern Folk embroidered ribbons. A few people at the retreat were going to start these because we had a talk from Jacob about these ribbons and like Dutch embroidery history. It was really fascinating. And a few people have started a sale to do these. I was convinced that I brought this chart in a hard copy there, but I couldn't find it anywhere, so I don't know if I did purchase it or if I didn't purchase it, but it's now been released as a PDF and it is Pattern Keeper compatible, so I'm more than happy to have this as a PDF rather than a hard copy, but is what it is what it is. So yes, and I have actually found one other non-Big Stitch, and that is this. It is some vintage marble fabric that I did my bothy shoe on. I brought some more. This was the second lot I purchased because the first lot I purchased I thought was this, but it was actually Zweigart vintage grey marble, so it was a darker grey because apparently I can't read, and I purchased that. When it arrived I went, oh, that's not right. Went back on my order, went, oh, I think that's the right one, went back onto Stitchtastic and realised my mistake, so I then had to reorder the right one. I have decided that I'm going to keep the other grey, either give it away or find something else to stitch on. But yeah, I was just like, I can't read, cannot read, apparently cannot count either. Right, the only other thing left to show you is this beautiful hand-dyed fabric and thread. So, and it's from the lovely Solly Lee Bells, and I won her Flosstube giveaway, which I was completely unaware of because I am so far behind on Flosstube. I wasn't aware that I'd won, so she approached me at the retreat and said, you won my giveaway, which was absolutely a shock. Fantastic. She is so lovely. It was really nice to meet her. But yes, so she gave me some Mrs. Sadus floss and some hand-dyed fabric that she dyed herself. So some beautiful little fabric, like purple pieces. So we've got two smaller pieces there and then a slightly larger. Look at the grey. The grey and the purples all mixing together on that, and then a larger piece. That's coming out more like grey in that. It is more purple in real life, but it's, yeah, it's absolutely stunning, and I can't wait to find something to stitch on these pieces. Yes. So yes, and that is all my, I may have forgotten something, but that is everything that I have surrounded me, and now my whole desk is a mess. So we will quickly move on and I will do a quick review of the Big Stitch because we've just hit an hour and that's a long time to be sat waffling on, and that's a lot of time for you to be sat listening to me waffle on. So just quick. So Nat and I did the full weekend, went up on the Friday. Traffic was horrendous. We were obviously coming from the south coast and it took 7.5 hours to get up to the hotel because of traffic and accidents and summer holidays and that. So it took a long time to get up there. When we got up there, we went straight into the pool, jacuzzi. That was really nice. Then what did we do? So then Saturday we got there 8:30. We were able to get in, get our name badges, sign in there, and the room opened at 9. So we were there, we were all really excited in the hallway, getting in, waiting for it to open up. And when we got in there, it was absolutely massive, really bright, and the hall was split into 3. So we had one section was the food and the quiet area, then you had the main stitching area, and then the other end you had vendors. So we picked a table. We were quite near, we were in the corner near the food there, so that was really nice. I was really happy with the table mates. Most were, it was like their first retreat, and it was really nice to get to know them all. And was also one lovely lady, Jean, that we'd met before. She came to the Southampton retreat, so it was nice to see Jean again and speak with her. I was really happy with that. We had some really good conversations. We had some laughs. It was just a really good time. Jacob did a couple of talks over the weekend. He did a first one on Saturday morning about Dutch samplers and the history of those, which is when he talked about the embroidered ribbons, and it was fascinating. I am not really a sampler person, so I didn't think it would be something that I would be interested in, but the way that he was talking, he was so passionate about it, he got you listening and he got you interested. So it was absolutely fascinating to listen to all of what he was talking about, the history of it, the history of the samplers, and the history of these ribbons that the Dutch ladies had that were under their caps. And he had some there which he has charted into this is now the band sampler. So it was really interesting and fascinating to learn that. I still don't think I'm a sampler person, but I am really interested in stitching that and the exclusive for the retreat. We had another talk, I think her name was Tori, and she talked about black work, and that again, that was really interesting and fascinating. And she had some finished black work projects there, and some of them were stitched on absolutely like tiny count, like 56 and like higher, and it was just, seeing them were just absolutely fantastic, the details in there. So obviously there was the vendor section. I think there was about 15 vendors in total, and it was just so much to just take in, and that it's a miracle that I got any stitching done that whole weekend, with the talks and the shopping and the eating. It was an absolutely fantastic retreat. They are running it again, but they're not running it until 2026, so the plan is that we would be going back. Met some amazing people, fangirled massively over some Flosstubers that were there, like Mama Loves You GB. Lauren from Flosstabilities was there on the Saturday. I unfortunately didn't get to meet her, but I did meet Nicola, Simply a Stitcher. Fangirled massively when I met her. I met Lizzie Fisher, who was my lifesaver with my 415 thread, so it was really nice to meet her. I met Just So Sherry. There was so many people, but it was such a fantastic weekend. And there I finally got to meet Mad Morty and the Brom, and I was just, yeah, I proper fangirled when I met them. They are just so lovely and down to earth, and I was so glad that I finally got to meet them both. So yeah, absolutely amazing weekend. Love to do it again. We'll have to wait and see if we get tickets in a couple of years. So if you want a better video on the Big Stitch, there is so many out there at the moment, so I would suggest finding them. But yeah, it was definitely a good weekend, and I would love to go back. Thankfully, coming back on the Monday, it only took about 5.5 hours to come back down. It was very hot that day, so we had to stop quite a few times because it was just too hot. So yes, I am going to put in a video at the end for the Big Stitch, the pictures and the videos that I took. There wasn't a lot. We had too much fun doing very little stitching, talking, shopping, eating. So yes, it was a fantastic weekend, and I just want to thank Sammy and everyone else who organised it, Andrea, Caroline, Linda, all of those who organised the Big Stitch, because it was a fantastic weekend, and the amount of effort that must have gone into it, it shows, and we are also very grateful. So on that note, I am going to love you and leave you, because I have waffled on for over an hour, and if you are still here, then thank you very much for sticking with me. I hope you enjoyed what you see, and follow me, and hopefully my next video won't be too far in the future, but also look out for my 33 while 33 Flosstube extra that should be coming hopefully very soon. So bye.